What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another Super Saturday Mega Stream, Shiny Hunt Edition, Evening Edition, You're Awesome Edition. How about that? Pokemon Moon Shiny Hunting. Tonight, I'll be trying my hand at Island Scan, running around the island, trying to find a shiny Pokemon. Hopefully, we'll be able to get one. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'll do my best. And then moving on from there, we'll go back to Makuhita after the island scan is over. So I'm pretty sure that I can only use island scan for like an hour or something like that. Like I can do it, and then that Pokemon's only available for an hour. And as long as I run from it, I won't mess up the chain. So we'll try that out, see how it goes, and then we'll go from there. But let's go ahead and get started here. So I don't know what Pokemon I'm gonna find either. So I've got a bunch of QR codes to scan, and we'll just do it on this island, I guess. That'll probably be fine. Let's see. I have to get out my QR scanner. I've only done this like once, and I wasn't good at it. I messed it up. I killed the Pokemon, thinking you had to kill it. That's the QR code. There's a huge glare. There we go. Oh, I gotta scan another one? What? That is ridiculous. Okay, let me find another code here. Hold on. I can't believe they're making me scan a different code. Of course I'm scanning codes that I found on Google. Hey, it's Azurill. It's 50 points. Let's go to the next one. Oh, it's Charmeleon. What? Next one. Oh, snap. Scatterbug. 70. $80. Got the Rita. Okay. This is 90, I think, right? Oh, it's Basculin. Basculin. I don't want a water Pokemon. I want something cool. That should be the last one. Purugly. Okay. Let me get some information first. So, you can use Island Scan. You search each Pokemon, each island in the Alola region to find rare Pokemon. When you pick up a trace of a Pokemon, go to the location immediately to catch it. I'm pretty sure it's only there for 1 hour. I'm pretty sure. It doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure. Anyway, we'll scan this. Really? Here we go. What's it gonna be? Oh, it's Kingler. Oh, I didn't use Island Scan. Okay, let me change. I messed it up. This is my first time. Okay, so it just scans the island. Okay. So there is Litwick. So 1 hour at the Hau'oli Cemetery. Let's go to it. So one thing that might happen here is I might, most likely I will, lose track of how many Pokemon I defeat. So should that happen, I apologize, but I'm going to do my best not to let it happen. If there's anybody in the chat room right now, nope. Okay. Here we go. Hau'oli Cemetery. So basically when you find the Pokemon, you have to run from it. I don't think it really matters how many Pokemon you find. It's just kind of a random chance. I'll try to keep track. Just gonna keep running. So for the next hour, I'll be running away from all the Pokemon that I see. My Smeargle's probably going to get really upset with me. Most likely. Zygarde Cube. I don't have all the Zygarde items yet, so I probably need to get those. The new Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon actually does show off that there will be stickers in the game now, so whether or not they'll still be Zygarde Cubes, there's also going to be stickers. So that's pretty cool, whatever that means. Where are the other grass patches? Here we go. So I've seen one so far. I'm going to try to keep track. Try to remember. A lot of Ghastlies. A lot of Ghastlies. I don't like that at all. Lots of Ghastlies. Ghastly. 2. Ah. 2. This is a lot more interactive than my traditional shiny hunting method, so, you know, hopefully this will continue. Maybe I'll do this from now on, is always do island scan first. Number 3. Ah. But yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool to always do island scan first. Only 3. Ah. I might talk like the Count every single time I see one. That's a possibility, I'm not gonna lie to you. The current target today is not Makuhita, it is Litwick, up until I do not catch a Litwick. So this is number 4. Number 4 is not shiny. But who knows? Who knows what could happen? 5. Number 5. I'm Here to Dance is, as always, here to dance. And always welcome. Always welcome. And thank you for stopping by and hanging out today. How are things? I hope things are going well. Number 6. So these Pokemon will not SOS chain. They will not call anything. So you have to run from them. Number 7. Maybe. Number 6 still. Next up. Number 7. I only learned about Island Scan a week ago. I got this one today. Which one? Oh, you got Litwick. Litwick today. That's what you meant. It's pretty cool. I'm looking for the shiny version of Litwick. Number 8. Number 8. Do SOS. Epic Adam, I will be doing SOS. In about 50 minutes or so. But the Pokemon that I'm hunting for right now will not SOS, so I can't do it. Litwick, yes, that's who that is. That's the one that you got today. Cool. And new follower. Thank you for that, Epic Adam. Appreciate it. Number 9. Number 9. Very long stream delay. You know, it's been really weird. My system's been acting so crazy the last little while. I can't even believe, like, once number 10, by the way, number 10. Once Starlight gets in, she'll tell you all the trouble I've had the last couple of days. Even this morning, I could not get Smash Brothers to work. It was ridiculous. Like, it just took me forever. Finally, like 25 seconds before the before the stream was supposed to start, everything started working again, and it was just ridiculous. Number 11. Number 11. And that's after last night, where everything that could have gone wrong just went wrong. The stream crashed, or the client crashed. Elgato started messing up for no reason. I couldn't get the webcam to work, and then the tip jar stopped working. It was just ridiculous. Number 12. Number 12. Better get used to that. I'm probably going to say that a lot. Let me see what Liwick looks like so I know what to look for. I'm pretty sure he looks a lot different. Litwick. Oh, he's got a blue flame. Number 13, I think. If I missed one, let me know. I'm pretty sure it's number 13. 13. Twitch messed up for a lot of people today, huh? But it's so weird because it's not just Twitch. It's my side. It's the host side, the client side. It's so weird. Still number 12. For those who missed it or may still need it, I do have some Marshadow codes and Silvally codes to give away today. So if you've missed that stuff, let me know and I'll get you hooked up. Number 13. 13. 13. 14. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. 14. This takes forever. It seems like it takes way longer. 15. Number 15. I'm also afraid it's going to get me into the habit of running away, which I don't want to do when I'm SOS chaining. Number 16. 16. I mentioned the Silvally, shiny Silvally. Now I might skip a number, and I hope I don't skip a number on this. If you catch me, let me know. But 17. Hopefully it'll still be pretty accurate as far as like the number of Pokemon I've seen. 17. 18. I'm gonna have to start marking these down. This is 18. Sorry I couldn't make it to the Halloween stream. Super busy, super sleepy, and went to bed at 8:30 before you started. That's fine. I understand. I missed you. I certainly thought you'd be there, but it's okay. We had a good time. We went through. I managed to get duplicates of all of the Halloween stuff, so I finished off my set and got a whole set extra. So that was pretty cool. Turns out you don't really need that much candy. You only need like. You literally only need probably 10 pieces, 15 pieces, something like that. I have boxes and boxes just full of candy, like totally full of all kinds of candy. Number 20, by the way. Running away from the 20th Litwick. Yeah, I have like... My storage is full of candy that I may or may not ever use or need, but it's there. The other thing about that was that I kept resetting the game to try to get different animals to show up in their houses, and it did not want to give me like 2 of them. 2 of them would not show up in their house. Clay was like really the only one I needed. Poncho didn't either. But I changed characters, and after I changed characters, they both did it fine. But I'm really glad that I have everything in that set now, because it's been 4 years I hadn't gotten it all. The last thing I need, the last goal of mine is to get a bagworm. I'll have all the bugs. And then, of course, all of the snowman stuff, too. I need all the snow people sets. I don't have those. That'll definitely be happening for sure. Number 23 right here, guys. 23. So it's about almost 20 minutes into the island scan, so we got about 40 minutes left before I have to start doing SOS chaining. So I might start doing island scan first every week, and then go into SOS. Just because I can do it once a week and maybe catch a crazy strange Pokemon or something. So far, so good. Celebrated Halloween in New Leaf for 3 years. I've celebrated Halloween every single year for the last 4 years in New Leaf, and I thought that you could only get 3 pieces of Halloween furniture every year. I was furious. And then I realized what you needed to do in order to make that happen. So, thanks to I'm Here to Dance, actually. She gave me all the lowdown on what you're supposed to do. Will I give up and catch the regular Litwick if I don't get a shiny? I don't know. Litwick does not have a Pokedex entry. So I don't need him necessarily, but he is a Pokemon that you can catch in this game, so I probably should have him. I probably will. I probably will catch him. SOS stands. It's a term used to quickly describe the method of a Pokemon calling for help. So it doesn't stand for anything necessarily. It just means that the Pokemon's calling for help, and that's how you're shiny hunting. SOS, please someone help me. It's a more traditional way of catching shiny Pokemon. This way works, but it's still a random encounter. It's not guaranteed, and it could work. But I'm not sure what the chances are. It's probably pretty low chance. I did catch a random encounter Magikarp, the one that's on your screen, the bottom right hand corner. I did a lot of fishing, and he happened to show up on the pole. Just random encounter. So it is very possible and not super unlikely. I'm pretty sure you can go back and do it again. Like on the island scan, the question is, can you only ever catch one of each of the special island scan Pokemon? I'm pretty sure that Litwick will show up again for you. Maybe not the next time that you do island scan, but he'll probably show up again randomly. But during this hour, I can only catch one. Once I catch him, he never shows up again. Well, until I finish island scan. So we're at 30 Pokemon defeated so far. Give or take one or two. It's probably pretty close. Pretty accurate. Wom, 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 wom. 31. Ah. 32. Ah. 33. Also my favorite number, by the way. Found a new favorite Pokemon, Steenie. She's like an orchid ballerina, and I love her. Nice. I'm trying to remember what she looks like. Steenie, what does she evolve from? I'm gonna check her out real quick because I can't remember what she looks like. Is it Bounsweet? Does she evolve from Bounsweet? Womp womp wadum wadadadum. Steenie. Steenie. Dee 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 dee. Are you serious right now? Are you being for real? What is this? What is this voodoo? I don't know what's going on. Oh, you would break out, wouldn't you? Luckily, he won't run from me or teleport or anything like that, so I can get out Butterfree. Oh yeah, she is pretty cool. Steenie's pretty awesome. She does look pretty cool. Guys, this is crazy. I never thought this would happen. Like, how does this even work? And you did it. I just caught a shiny Zubat for no reason. A shiny random encounter Zubat just out of nowhere. Was that a bonus shiny? Good job. It sure was. I don't even know where it came from. Just popped out. Boop. I don't think that messes up my chain for Litwick, though. I'm pretty sure I'm still good for Litwick. So we'll keep going. So the evolution for Steenie evolves again if it knows Stomp into Serena. You might actually like Serena also. Have you seen Serena? She's pretty cool. This is 2 more. I didn't mark those last 2. Bum 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 bum. Regular Zubat, you're so boring now. Get out of here. No one cares about you, regular Zubat. Get out of here. Another regular. So we're about half an hour into the shiny hunt using Island Scan. Got just about a half an hour left. I caught a shiny Zubat already. That's like super surprising. I did not think that was gonna happen, but way to go. That's the good stuff right there. Everything's coming up Millhouse lately. I have one of each of the evolutions. I gave my Steenie an Everstone, though, because I like her best of the 3. Oh, cool. She is pretty cool. I actually like... I kind of like Wartortle a lot, and maybe... I feel like there's another one that I like, too. Oh, Chespin's evolution is pretty cool too. His second form. His third form I'm not a huge fan of. It's fine, but I'm not a huge fan. But I kind of get what you mean by that. I usually tend to evolve until the final form just because it's stronger, but I have a hard time keeping them at their first or second form. I wish there was more use for them. I wish they could... I kind of wish that, like... stage... Like, the second form, or even the original form of all of the Pokemon would have a Mega Evolution or something to make them more strong and make them more viable options to use in battle. But if you have a Squirtle and you're wanting to play competitively, there's really no reason to leave it as a Squirtle. You have to evolve it. So that's the one thing I don't like about this game, is that that's how that goes. And don't get me wrong, I love this game. And don't get me wrong, like, it's not that I want to I just wish there was an incentive to keep a Squirtle as a Squirtle. As far as like battling and stuff goes. Do. Most of them are cute when they're small, and sometimes the middle one is cute. Pretty much. I liked all of the, I think it was X and Y starters. Is it Pignite? Well, the serpent, the little grass serpent, I didn't really like him that much. But Pignite was pretty cool. Mischievous, uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Guess I should put the shiny I just caught in the shinies folder. Another Litwick. Litwick. I'm actually not sure if my Zubat was a female or a male. I don't remember. It's not that big a deal, though. Most of them are cute. Caught a Gothita the other day, and I love her. Also gave her an Everstone. I actually kind of want to go through this game without evolving my Pokemon. I think that would actually be kind of a cool challenge. The no evolution challenge. So basically all my Pokemon would have Everstones. And I would just go through the game with you know, whatever starter I picked, Poplio or Litten or whoever, and never let them evolve. I might do that with Pokemon Ultra Moon. Ultra Sun, I'm going to play like normally. But Ultra Moon, I think I'll try that. It's probably going to be pretty hard. Especially once you get to the Elite Four. They probably have to be like super high level. Like way over leveled almost. But it shouldn't be a problem. A lot of people do the Nuzlocke runs, which are kind of cool. I don't know if I really like those that much, but basically Nuzlocke runs mean that you have to catch the first Pokemon you encounter on every route, and those are the only ones that you can use. If they faint, then you can't use them again. Hard once you have to battle the higher level Pokemon. Yep. I agree. Especially since their speed would not be that quick. Like, they wouldn't be very fast. So it would take a lot of strategy to win. And you also have to consider which Pokemon are going to be better. Like, Cubone might be good against electric types and stuff, but you won't be able to have Marowak, so interesting. Another Litwick. So we're on number, let's see, 44 right now. 44, and we have about 30 minutes left. Roughly. That's just a guess. I don't know. I could check, I guess. I should probably check. Ooh. Where are we here? It does not say. Oh, 28:46. 28 minutes would put me at. Uh, let's see. 8:34 would be the timing on that. So I'm gonna try to watch that clock. I will catch a Litwick towards the end of this excursion, if I don't see a shiny one. It's number 45 right there. I don't know how you'd ever catch anything on Pony Plains. So once I got to Pony Plains and Pony Gauntlet, I was pretty highly leveled. Like I had a huge I had a huge level difference between me and the Pokemon I was trying to capture. So I think they were like level 50 and I was like level 60, maybe even possibly 70. I don't remember. So the level disparity can be pretty overwhelming to a low level Pokemon or a Pokemon in the wild. So shouldn't be too bad. And don't forget to fall back an hour tonight. Yes, that is correct. So 1 hour time change tonight. Maybe I'll do a Super Mario Odyssey stream, daylight savings time stream. 3 hours long, but technically only 2 hours long because of the time change. It's the only way I know of to squeeze 3 hours into 2 hours. But then I have to stay up late tonight. I'm going to go see Thor tomorrow, so I probably won't be able to do that, but I'm really excited. I meant catching anything with low-level Pokemon. My levels are high, too. I think Bubbles is 91 now. Oh yeah, low-level Pokemon would be really tough. But the idea is that I'm gonna start a brand new game on Pokemon Ultra Moon and just go through the whole game without letting my Pokemon evolve. That's the idea. So as you go through the game, they're gonna level up just by default because they have to, kind of. There are some things I can do that would help alleviate some of the stat differences, which I'll talk about in a second. So I think the stream cut out there a little bit, but yeah, there are some things I can do that would help alleviate some of the stat problems that you'll encounter. So one of those things, you can catch a Lapras or a Pokemon that doesn't evolve anyway. I'm not sure that's really fair necessarily, but it's not unfair. Or like a Kangaskhan or something like that, and its stats will be a little bit better than a normal unevolved Pokemon. But I probably won't do that. I'll probably just use Pokemon that normally do evolve, but I will prevent them from evolving. Probably. Litwick. So far, so good on the Super Saturday night stream. Another Litwick down. Another one down, another one down, another one bites the dust. Lapras from Pokepelago, nice. I don't think you can catch a Lapras. No, you can. You can catch a Lapras in this game. Pretty sure. I mean, you have one that you ride around on, but I'm pretty sure you can catch one too. Lapras is a super useful Pokemon. And pretty strong too. He can learn a bunch of ice moves that are very useful. And of course, water moves too are great, and the stats are really good. Like I think defense is pretty high on Lapras. So as far as like getting through the game, Lapras is a really good Pokemon. Maybe I'll add it to my party. I also like Scyther. Scyther's a good one. In my Pokepelago, I keep getting not Steelix, the flying steel type. What's its name? I can't remember. It starts with an S. I get him, and I get a lot of flying squirrel type Pokemon. The electric squirrel. I'll show you what they are. One's in my party right now. But I want to make sure I maximize how many Litwicks I see today. So I'm going to keep powering through this, and then we'll start talking about other stuff. Ba-bum bum bottom. I'd very much like for the island scan to be successful. That'd be super great. I'm not sure if it's gonna be, but I hope it is. I've been so tired lately. I don't know why. Like every day I come home from work, I just go right to sleep, and I'm trying not to, but got a lot of the same few Pokemon that I don't want. Yeah, pretty much. I get the same. Like I get a lot of the same Pokemon from Pokepelago, and they just keep showing up, and I'm like, I don't even want you in my party right now. Just go away. Go away. Don't have a cow, man. That's the name of the video today. It's Don't Have a Cow, Man. Shiny hunting with Island Scan. So Don't Have a Cow is a Simpsons reference. Bart Simpson says it all the time. Or used to, anyway. I don't know what he says anymore. I haven't seen Simpsons in a long, long time. It's been like probably a good 7 years since I watched an episode of The Simpsons. As far as like a brand new episode. I think the newest one I've seen is probably a good 10 years ago. And then of course, I loved the first like probably 10 seasons of the show. But current targets. My current target is actually Litwick right now. Since I'm doing Island Scan, I thought that was a shiny one. Oh gosh. Once shiny scanning is over in about 20 minutes, I will go back to Makuhita. That's why he's on there. So it's a little confusing. So I meant to change him, but I didn't do it. I am keeping track of how many I encounter to see if it does have any bearing. Probably does not, but we'll see. But The Simpsons and even a few other shows are doing this thing now. I only describe as like it's like ADD script writing, and I really don't. I can't get behind it. Can you? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know you could soft reset for these guys. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe I will. Does it give you the same Pokemon or no? Does it give you a different Pokemon if you soft reset? Or is it always Litwick? Bum 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 bum. So anyway, ADD script writing means that the show starts out with a simple like plot, but the plot doesn't ever like pan out. It's never like drawn out. It's usually plot A leads to plot B, which leads to plot C, which leads to plot D, and D is drawn out for the rest of the episode. Which I severely dislike when shows do that. And Family Guy does it a lot. Simpsons does it almost every episode now. But there's never like, you know, Homer wants to learn how to play the guitar. Let's have a whole episode dedicated to that instead of just these weird situations they get themselves into. As long as it's the same day, it'll stay Litwick. Okay, well maybe I'll try that. ADD script writing. Like the show can't ever seem to focus on any one thing, and then it just keeps going and going and going. And it's like, wait, this is still the same episode? And if you ever try to like reference something that happened in a certain episode, it's impossible to figure out because so many things happened in one episode. So, you know, I would much rather get back to the days of shows like Bob's Burgers where they do actually focus on one thing. That would be great. So, Iron Cross, should I save the game right now or should I just go ahead and soft reset instead? I don't want to like save the game if it's gonna. I probably shouldn't save. I'm willing to bet that would ruin the soft resetting. I'm too old and cranky to enjoy a lot of TV shows. I'm only loyal to Days of Our Lives because I've been watching since '97. Whew, that's 20 years. That's a long time to be watching a show. Last time I saved was right before I started scanning things. Oh, and it was earlier today. I did save the game earlier today. Oh, I do have a new shiny. Dang it, that's right. That did happen. I can't So I can't reset. I can't soft reset. Because I did catch a shiny Zubat in the midst of all this Litwick hunting. So, if I can save right now, I will. But if I cannot, I'll have to move on to Makuhita. I'm so glad that I'm Here to Dance said that, because I would have just soft reset and not even thought about it. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So far, I've encountered 9. 67 Litwicks so far. New trailer analysis will be tonight, a little bit later on. So stay tuned for that as well. They did talk about a few things I wanted to kind of go into. And kind of throw out my thoughts there as far as what I think is going to happen. But I know that Iron Cross probably saw or knows some stuff about it. And I'm really interested to see what you guys think of the new stuff. So the new Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is only 13 days away, and I'm really excited. I have to update my credit card information on Amazon. My credit card just expired, and I don't want them to be like, oh, you don't get it day one because you didn't update your credit card. So probably should do that. Also, I need to... It's supposed to be here day one, so if it's not here, I'm going to be really upset. I'm pretty sure it will be, though. I don't see a reason why it would not be here. Usum. Usum. Ooh, another one. I probably will not soft reset the starters. I could totally do it now. But I probably will not do that. Maybe on Ultra Moon. I'm going to play Ultra Sun first. But maybe I'll do that on Ultra Moon. I just want to get started right away. I don't want to have to wait. I don't want to have to like hope that I get a shiny Pokemon and it's just not happening. Like, I mean, I guess there's potential that I could get it like within the first, 13 or 15 or something like that, but it's not. It's not likely, but it could happen that I could get it within the first 15. But most likely it's going to take like 300 or 400, and I just don't have that kind of time. I want to make sure it happens. The new trailers have stopped creating mysteries and are answering more questions. Because it's releasing soon. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that it's doing that. I know that there's a couple things they showed off in the new trailer that I didn't expect to see. But that also means that, for me, in my mind, it means a couple things. So I'll get into the trailer analysis a little bit later. So got about 10 minutes left on the Litwick hunt. The reason I have to move on is because I did catch a shiny Zubat. I can't soft reset because the shiny Zubat just showed up. So I don't really have a choice. I have to move on. But it's okay. It's all good. The odds of me getting a shiny Litwick are pretty low at this point, but you never know. still don't know about the new squad and the new team. I haven't seen anything about Team Skull in any of the trailers at all. I know Guzma is still around, but I haven't seen anything about the new like or Team Squad or Team Skull at all. So I wonder if they're even around, because in this game they didn't do anything. Like, I mean, they were there, but they really didn't do anything. They yelled at that sign when, I don't know what they were doing there, but they were yelling at that sign that one time. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. Misdreavus. So once I get to a point where I can set the DS down for a few seconds, we'll get that trailer brought up and looked at. Or should I say old team? So I'm going to talk about that in the analysis a little bit. So I know what you're hinting at, but I have a theory on that. I have a pretty good theory on that. Let me get over to Cerebi so I can get my facts straight here. Still no shiny Litwick, you are right. I did catch a shiny Zubat though, so that's pretty cool. So we're gonna move on. Once the time's about to expire, I'm gonna go ahead and catch a Litwick just so I have one, because I don't have one yet. And then we'll move on to Makuhita. It's actually not about Zygarde and the old team at all. Zygarde is not related to the theory. It's not story-based. It's more game mechanics-based, the theory that I have. But I didn't see any Zygarde cores anywhere in the game either, so I wonder if that means something. I'm certain they would tell us that that was removed. Well, they probably wouldn't tell us that that was removed, but it just seems weird. We shall see. So I got about 5 minutes left in the island scan portion of the stream tonight. So once I run out of time, I'm going to try to catch that Litwick and then move on. Probably going to give it like 2 more encounters. And just go ahead and catch the second one. Because I don't think it's going to be shiny. Not yet anyway. There's one. Snowman. Snowman with a cap on. Okay, one more. I'm gonna catch one. I'm gonna go to one more. Because that was pretty quick. I have 4 minutes left. Well, 3.5, roughly. Not Ghastly, you get out of here. Don't you do it. Anything. It's not a snowman. What is it? It's a little happy face. It's Jack from Jack in the Box. Okay, he's getting caught. Pokemon Butterfree. So I encounter, let's see. 77 Litwicks and did not see a single shiny one. But that's okay. I did catch a shiny Pokemon, so it's all good. I'm okay with it. Nest Ball? No, we need a... I don't know. I guess we'll do a Heal Ball. Whoop! There you go. Litwick has been captured. Okay. There's no Pokedex entry for Litwick because he's not in the Pokedex. Island scan has ended. It's too bad. Okay. 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 Let's go back up to... I think there's a Pokemon Center up here. I think. Yeah. Probably. Yep, I see it. Darn it. Smeargle. Let's see. Okay. I was looking up some information about that new team. And the new squad too. Just so I have my facts straight when I talk about the theory. Still never found a shiny, but I'm not looking either. If I ever do find one, I'll catch it. I certainly would. I mean, some of the shiny Pokemon that you encounter, you can't. You may have a harder time catching than others. So, if you never see a shiny, that might be the more likely of the two scenarios. But if you do, definitely catch it. Or try to, at least, because sometimes they can be pretty tough. I'm going to use... I don't know. I want another Pokemon in my party. I don't know which one, though. This is the Pokemon I keep getting in my Pokepelago. He always shows up, Skarmory. He doesn't... I don't want him. I don't want any more of him, but he always shows up. I have too many of them. I don't... There's another one right here. I don't want any more. It's like thanks but no thanks, guys. Okay. I guess I can put him back in my party. He's alright. Or she's alright. It's fine. She's kind of cute. Okay. Yeah, but who cares? It's not as hard as it seems. It's almost my 1 year shiny hunting anniversary. I feel like a noob. Well, Iron Cross, to be totally fair, I've not hit my 1 year anniversary yet for shiny hunting. I just started doing it. Well, I guess in Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, I did it more often. So maybe I have hit my 1 year, but I know that. One second, I was looking for Makuhita. Yeah, so I've not hit. I think I either have hit my 1 year or I have not hit my 1 year. I can't remember when I started exactly, but I know I started in Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. I caught an Execute. No. I caught an Execute in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. My first shiny hunting, I think, was in Eevee. There he is. Habitat. Okay, so just that first little area. Alright, let's go. Because everyone's like, my first shiny was Bidoof in Diamond, and I'm like, mine was Pikipek. Pikipek. My first shiny ever, I think, was an Eevee, possibly. I don't even remember what my first one ever was. I remember, my most memorable one, or one of my most memorable ones, was Swinub. Oh, snap. That was a weird noise. I'm Here to Dance has been playing for just under 2 months, so she is a noob. She am a noob. Alright, Makuhita. It's time. I hope you're ready. There's no going back. Bum 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 bum. Oh gosh, come on now. I don't even remember the first Pokemon I ever caught on 9/12/17. It was probably either like a Spearow or a Ladybug or a It's only the Charging Grass? That's not cool. It's Cutie Fly. Do 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 do. Cutie Fly. Schmirgle. Cutie Fly. Cutie Fly, honey bunch. You know that I love you. So in a few minutes, once I get this Makuhita started, I'm going to go and check out some Pokemon trailer analysis. Get that going. Just gotta find this Makuhita first. Hey. This could be it. It's Rattata. Rattata. Smeargle. Smeargle. Another cutie fly. Cutie fly. Makuhita. So Cerebi says it's on Route 2, which I think is where I am right now. Cutie fly. Is Smeargle unable to learn moves? I only knew one move when I got it, and I don't think I was able to teach it anything. So Smeargle is an interesting Pokemon because its move is called Sketch. And yeah, it's like every 10 levels it learns the move Sketch. Sketch copies whatever the last move was and makes that its permanent move. So if the Pokemon you're going up against uses the move Surf and you survive it, and your Smeargle uses Sketch, then your Smeargle will always know Surf. It's pretty cool. I wonder why I haven't seen a Makuhita yet. I know he's over here. He's got to be. Whoops. May as well save, because I need to record that Zubat anyway. Oh, that's not where I am. I'm down here. Okay. I got it. I'm in the wrong place. As always, wrong place, wrong time. Story of my life. Is that where I need to go? No, it's down here. Get me. Bum, 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 bum. There he is. We got us a Makuhita. And give me the old false swipe. He gonna call for help, and we gonna kill that help. We gonna use Aerial Ace. Did it not hurt him? What happened? Fake out? I don't know, something like that. Okay. Just getting everything set up for the video. Hold tight 1 second here. is probably better. Okay. Alright. Such a weird looking Pokemon. Fake out, yeah. Okay. The Makuhita line is almost like a sumo wrestler, I think. He does look a little bit weird, but once he evolves, he looks like a huge sumo wrestler. Which is very fitting for the Alola region. I think that was a really good idea. Which begs the question on why they didn't put... it's not Bayleaf, it's the other Pokemon. The one that's got the coconuts hanging from its neck. I can't remember its name. But it should have always been in Alola. I don't know why it wasn't. Iron Cross does not have a favorite Pokemon. That's cray cray. Oh, his accuracy is falling. Luckily, this Pokemon has Aerial Ace, which does not have an accuracy. It's always 100% accurate with Aerial Ace, so that's good. Okay. Tropius, yes, that's right. I said coconuts. I was picturing bananas, but I said coconuts. I don't know why, but Tropius is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's the one that should always have been in Alola, and it's not. And until now, until Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. But it just blows my mind that they never thought about putting it in there in the first place. Like a dinosaur. Everyone up, get on the floor. Everybody look like a dinosaur. I think he's cool looking. He looks a lot like Bayleaf. But he doesn't evolve or anything either, so it's just him. He's like Lapras, but a grass type. Kind of. And he does look like a dinosaur, that's for sure. Super Dinosaur. So for those of you just tuning in, or if you're not sure where I am, I was doing some island scan earlier trying to find a Litwick. Ended up finding a Zubat and caught it, so I couldn't save. I had to go ahead and just continue on. So now we're looking at Makuhita. We're about an hour and 15 minutes into the stream today, and anything can happen. Anything is possible. And in just a few minutes, probably about 10 minutes, we're going to bring up that Pokemon trailer. Check out the new trailer that just got announced and shown off, and we'll talk about it. Some good stuff. Interesting information coming out of the trailer. Got a couple theories that I don't necessarily know are true or false. But we'll see. We'll see what you think. We'll see what I think. I should change the title. I have not done it yet, but let me go ahead and do that real quick. It's a good call out. Probably should change that title. I'm trying to think of words that rhyme with Makuhita. Daylight savings reminder. Which is good because I'll get an extra hour of sleep tomorrow. Or I'll just wake up super early. I'm really excited. Daylight savings time. It's the best. Oh no, daylight savings time. I got it. It's brilliant. You guys are gonna love this title. Well, those of you who were born in the 90s are gonna love this title. There we go. Updated. My whole sleep schedule. I like daylight savings time this time of year because I feel like I get up a lot earlier and I can actually get some things done. Today I woke up at 10, which is better than like noon or 1 o'clock. So I'm going to give myself some credit for that. Good job. Go me. Typically on a Saturday when I'm off, I will sleep until 1 o'clock. But because of streaming and because of the things I'm doing online, I get up a lot earlier. It makes me feel a lot better about myself. By the way, I just KO'd the 10th Pokemon. Not sure if you're keeping track at home, but there's the tracker. The title is so epic. Is that the word you're looking for? Is it long? Hilarious, topical, classic, old school. Strange. I can stay here a little longer than usual tonight because in my world it's 7:53 and not 8:53. The great thing about daylight savings time is you can choose which hour you get to experience twice, and I'm super glad that you are experiencing this hour twice. I've seen longer titles. Oh man, I don't even want to like think about longer titles. I think I've seen a couple myself, and I'm like, you guys need to make it make it simple. This one's not simple, but it's relevant, I guess. The title is now Kick Off Your Shoes and Relax Your Feeta. Come watch me catch shiny Makuhita. I guess I don't have a title command. Maybe I should. Alright, so in about 5 minutes we'll be looking at the new Team Rocket trailer for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Team Rocket? What? What's that mean? Well, you'll find out in about 5 minutes. If you can wait. If you can't wait, I'm sure you can find the trailer fairly easily. But we're going to watch the trailer first, and then we're going to go over the trailer. So that'll be what happens in exactly 5 minutes from now. Excited! The closer it gets to the 17th, dang it, Nita. I missed an opportunity. Ugly sumo Pokemon. So, there's a pretty good chance that I will not catch Shiny Makuhita today, so maybe I can use your title next week, Ironcross. Sun, Moon. Sumo Pokemon. And the more I think about, like, Pokemon Sun and Moon in general, the more I think about how many clever things happened in this game. So, Pokemon Sun and Moon came out this year, or last year. Either way, they were out when the solar eclipse happened in America. Whether or not that's a coincidence, I don't know. But I feel like it was planned. Also, the abbreviation for it is Sumo, which is a very common, maybe not very common thing in Hawaii, but I feel like it happens in Hawaii. I don't know. Maybe it's Japanese, I guess. Whatever. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it's got some. When I think of sumo wrestling, I think of Hawaii. I don't know why. So maybe that's not really relevant, but still. Yeah, they are usually fan-based, so it doesn't really matter. Game abbreviations are usually fan-based, which means that it's most likely not something that was planned. Pokemon didn't come out with the games and say, these are the abbreviations, use them. That's true. That's very true. So I stopped myself right in my tracks. I was just thinking out loud, and I realized how ridiculous it sounded. And you're totally confirming how ridiculous it sounded. But I mean, it's very possible that, you know, people from Nintendo or whatever could go into forums like Reddit and talk about Pokemon Sumo and make it catch on. Who knows? It's not likely, but it's possible. Guerrilla marketing, if they wanted to control that aspect of it, they could control that aspect of it. But it's probably most likely fan-made. Alright, so we are about 1 minute away. We'll get this trailer going. Yeah, why not just SM? That's true. I don't disagree. I think SM makes more sense, but Sumo is easier to say. One more KO. We'll be at 20, and then we'll start that trailer. Oh, he didn't call anybody. That's lame. Sumo rolls off the tongue a little easier. That's for sure. For certain. Pokemon! Pokemon Sumo. It's Makuhita! Number 20 has been KO'd. It is trailer time, so I'm gonna mute the DS here. Get that turned down, and I'm gonna have to KO this Pokemon. But let's go ahead and bring up this trailer. So, here's what we're looking at. So when I said Team Rocket, this clearly is Giovanni. And this is like the cover photo of the trailer, pretty much listed everywhere that you've seen it. Kind of a surprise to see Giovanni in this game, but I have a theory on that. So we'll get to that in just a second. Let's go ahead and play the whole trailer. It's going to be down here in the bottom corner for you to see it. If you want to see it in full screen, you know, high definition or whatever, you can check it out on Cerebee's website or YouTube or whatever. But I'm just going to have it down here in the corner so you can kind of watch the gameplay too, just in case a shiny Pokemon shows up. Anyway, let's go ahead and play it. There should be some sound. If not, that's probably fine. But we'll go back and review it a little bit at a time after it's done. So I'll play it with me not talking, and then we'll go back and look at it. So here we go. So there it is. That is the newest trailer for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. If you haven't seen it yet, that's pretty much it. It goes through a lot of cool things. So the first thing they talk about, we'll go back to the beginning here to kind of show it off. Let me mute the video here. Is they show off. This is of course Giovanni and Team Rainbow Rocket. Team Rainbow Rocket Giovanni. So Team Rainbow Rocket takes the stage. My theory on this is that, and Cerebee, you know, kind of hints at this being like an actual like plot point in the game. I don't think that it is, and maybe it is, but if it is, it's post-game content. I don't think that this is that anything with Giovanni is going to happen to you in the middle of the game. We've already got the Ultra Recon squad that's going to be doing some stuff. Team Skull might be somewhere around, so I don't know if they're going to make an appearance or not, but I don't think that Giovanni and Team Rocket are going to show up throughout the main story. And they don't show off any like rocket grunts that I remember. Let me see if that does come up. I don't think it does. Let's see. So Giovanni strikes back. This is Mewtwo. Well, maybe he does have a plan. I'll make you feel a world of pain. So there might be something going on here with a plan that he has. So I don't know. I don't know if this is even something that would happen in the main story, or if you have to, if you go after him like after you beat the game. It just seems odd. that he's even in there in the first place. One of the reasons I think this is post-game content, if we look at this castle right here, we see that obviously it's a castle, it's like a base or a base of operations, something like that. But my first thought on this, and maybe I'm wrong, I'm probably like way off on this, but my first thought was that this was a replacement to the battle tree. That you would go into this area and you would battle these bosses that show up. There's a couple of rocket grunts, I guess. So they do have rocket grunts in here. It looks like you do fight them. So yeah, my next thought was that you'd fight these villains as you progress through this like this new battle tree. So this may not be accurate. It's Lusamine's old house. Okay, cool. I did not make that connection. So Lusamine's old house. So he moves into Lusamine's old house, takes it over, whatever he does, he's there. Cerebi says something about it with, I can't remember what they say exactly, but they do say something about it, that he has a plan, but these other, you know, leaders of these other teams start showing up, which I'm not sure what their purpose is. I would say that they're probably going to be a part of this like battle tree or whatever I'm thinking it is. But hey, you know what? They might be part of the story. I don't see how they'd fit all of these different leaders of these different organizations into one game, unless it was something like the battle tree is now, where you fight, you know, red and blue, and you fight all these other trainers and stuff. But it's really hard to say with certainty what's going on. But here we can see clearly that Giovanni strikes back. He's got a Mewtwo with him, and of course he fights with that Mewtwo. It's strange that they use Archie and Maxie's original RSE character art. That is strange. I did not make that connection either. So let's see. If we go back to those new guys. Yeah, so there's Archie. Does not look like the same Archie that we saw in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. We keep playing. We've got the Plasma guys. We've got Lysander. So yeah, that whole scenario is just really weird to me. I don't know what they're trying to promote there, and I don't think that it's going to be a story-related element with Giovanni. I think that he's going to be in the game, and maybe there's something that, like, as far as where's that thing that he says? Is that right here? If you insist on disrupting my plans, I will make you feel a world of pain. So I don't know what his plan is. Of course, it's not possible to figure it out right now, but I don't see how they can have the Ultra Recon Squad, presumably Team Skull, which they may not even be in the game, and Team Rainbow Rocket, and then also have all of these other bosses from these other games. I don't know how that's possible. So, of course we'll find out when the time is right. But I do think this is like a side quest type thing, either a side quest or a post-game content type thing, that you'll get into after you beat the game. It might even be a battle tower, battle tree type thing. But I don't know. But I don't think it's part of the main story. I don't think he's going to interfere that much with the main story. So I mean, take what I say with a grain of salt. I don't know anything, and the more I think about it, the more I think I might be wrong. So there might be some other stuff going on in the game. But it's cool that Giovanni's back. I do like Giovanni as a character. I'm glad that he's back. Of course, he was, I think, Silver's dad in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, or Gold and Silver. So it'll be interesting to see what his role is in this game. But anyway, moving on. So we've also got Gestis, Lysander, Cyrus, Maxi, and Archer all show up too. So lots of new Pokemon trainers to defeat. The Battle Agency is a new thing. It looks like you can borrow Pokemon to fight in the Battle Agency. It seems to me to be a little bit like a Pokemon Stadium type thing, where you can, if your Pokemon aren't strong enough yet, you can use rental Pokemon. Or maybe they only let you use rental Pokemon. Not sure how that's going to work just yet, but interesting concept. They do show this person using a rented Thundurus. So that's interesting. We've also got battle powerful characters and earn rare items. So if anything, if this replaces anything in the game, I'm guessing it's going to replace the 4-player battles that were introduced in Sun and Moon. The 4-player battles will probably still be there, but whatever building that you went into for the 4-player battles, I think this might replace that. It's a shot in the dark. It's a wild guess, but it could be. Could be. Because the 4-player battles, I didn't really like it that much. I thought it was kind of like, it was kind of silly that once one Pokemon got knocked out, you were given points, and those points would, would determine who won. So you could be the lone survivor and still lose in some cases. But anyway, they don't talk about this too much. They kind of move on to the stickers, which I think are pretty cool. The totem stickers, found all throughout Alola. So that's kind of cool. You can get totem-sized Pokemon by collecting lots of stickers. I don't know how that's going to work. Are these Pokemon more powerful, or are they just larger? I think we saw that was it Younghouse? This one. He looks pretty tall. Comparatively to what we saw in the original game, he looks pretty tall. So I don't know if that's going to be a standard thing. If he's always going to be tall like that, I don't know if I'd want that. And I really don't know if I want them to be stronger either. I don't know if I want my Pokemon to be powered up by totem abilities. He doesn't have the aura, but it looks like he's not being powered up by the totem abilities. He's just taller. Still curious on that. Jury's still out. Jury is still out. I'm gonna need more details on that before I can make any guesses. So we've got new Pokemon appearing during Island Scan. Charmander. Was that Sceptile? Charmander and I think that's Sceptile. I can't remember. Names escape me when I'm trying to talk about the trailers in a timely fashion. I'm pretty sure that's Sceptile. Greninja. And then this kind of brings back a callback to Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where they talk about Ultra Wormholes, which most likely are going to be very similar to what we encountered in Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, where you're flying around the world and these like tears in space just show up, and if you go to them, you'll encounter one of these legendary Pokemon. So that's my guess on that. Of course, there's going to be those 2 new Ultra Beasts. So there's probably a new quest or mission there. But I'm guessing that these Pokemon, and it looks like there's a lot of them too, like pretty much every legendary Pokemon you've ever encountered, you might be able to catch in this game. Legendary Dogs, Ho-Oh, all the legendaries from Ruby and Sapphire, Diamond and Pearl, all of those, literally, and then Giratina as well. Zekrom, Reshiram, X and Y. It looks like, I don't think they left anybody out. So I'm willing to bet that all of these Pokemon will be available to catch. Whether they're version exclusive or not remains to be seen, but most likely there will be version exclusives too, as far as things go. But most likely you're going to be able to catch all of these legendary Pokemon. That's really exciting though. Really, really exciting. Ah. I'm trying to get the shot. There it is. That's a good shot. So there we've got pretty much all of them. Not all of them, but we've got a good majority of them there. I think that there's certainly some things to be considered on that as far as how that's going to work. You know, they talk about ultra wormholes. I'm willing to bet it's going to be something like what we saw in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but that would not surprise me. And that was a cool feature, so I'm glad that if that's going to be the case, I'm glad they're bringing that back. That's the trailer. That's the whole thing. I wish I had, you know, I wish I had some better guesses, but I don't think this is part of the story. That's my main prediction. I think this is probably going to be some kind of a battle gauntlet type thing where you have to go through this grueling gauntlet of fighting all of these bosses before you get to Giovanni. Maybe it starts off with Team Rocket Grunt. Maybe every floor is a different like generation of bad guys you have to fight through. I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. Sarah5552, Sarah5552, hello, welcome to the stream. Just talked about some Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon things, basically going over the new trailer. Lots of cool stuff I think is going to be coming out of those games, and I made a couple predictions, but I don't know how likely they are. I'm not too confident in my predictions this time. So I think that there's probably still more mystery than I would like. But at least they're not showing off any new, like, Alola forms. I'd actually rather be surprised by those, if they are in the game. But they went, with Pokemon Sun and Moon, they went, like, way too far in depth on the new Alola forms and what types they were and things like that. And the fact that they were even in the game, that would have been a huge surprise, and it would have been really cool to not know about if they hadn't talked about it. So I'm hoping that there's like 7 or 8, maybe even 10 new Alola forms, and that they don't talk about them. So, aw, I got your name right the first time, I'm sorry. Sarah. 5552. Well, you're a winner in my book either way. That's all I got on the trailer analysis. Cerebi does talk a little bit about the new stuff. They don't go in depth. They do say something about him being Giovanni being a part of the that there's like a plan or something. They don't talk about it too much, but they do talk about Team Rainbow Rocket a little bit. Team Rainbow Rocket. What they say is, I'll read it verbatim on the website here. Team Rainbow Rocket are a revival of the original Team Rocket and, like Team Rocket, are led by Giovanni. Currently, the ambitions of Team Rainbow Rocket are unclear, but they managed to take over the Ether Paradise and Festival Plaza. Currently, their true intentions are not yet clear, but in order to enact this plan, Giovanni brings the leaders of all the teams of times past. So I'm not sure what exactly he's wanting to do, but he has to get the help of all the other people. So it just seems weird. So we don't know what their plan is, if they have a plan at all. It kind of makes sense to call them Rainbow Rocket since he does enact the help of all the past generations leaders. But it's interesting how that's working out. Soon we'll have some answers. Probably this time next week or in 2 weeks we'll have all the answers that we need. Once the game's out, there will be no more questions. Falling asleep. So we have daylight savings time coming up soon, so many of you have already set your clocks back. I am currently showing that it's 9:30, 9:21 actually. I'm going to be online for another hour and a half or so. Trying to catch a shiny Makuhita. Just as a heads up, if you or someone you know missed out on the Marshadow, I have a couple of extra Marshadow codes I can give out. The codes expire in February, so you have plenty of time to put those in. If you missed out, let me know. I will hook you up. So today already I've caught a shiny Zubat, so today's already been a success. Very excited for that. Did not expect to see a Zubat at all, and it just kind of showed up, so that's cool. Last week did not yield any shiny Pokemon, so this week it was nice to break that chain, to break that record. If you're out there hunting shiny Pokemon, good luck to you. Hopefully you're having a lot more success than I am today. But if you are, let me know who you're hunting. I used to stay up all night in my 20s, now in my late 30s. 9:30 is a late night for me. Ooh, I don't disagree with you. Midnight is like, that's the golden moment for me to go to bed. Like if I can get to bed at midnight or before it, I feel like I'm being a responsible adult. I very, very rarely stay up until past midnight, but if I had a reason to, I certainly would. Oftentimes I can't sleep, so that does contribute to some later nights, but that's not the same because I'm laying in bed trying to sleep. Oh, nice. Hunting Mareep in Heart Gold. That's awesome. Sarah, good luck. That's, Heart Gold is not an easy game to hunt Pokemon in, so I wish you the best of luck. And Mareep is an awesome Pokemon. He's so cool. So I hope you get him. Getting close to 50 Pokemon here. I'll have that in the next, after the next one. That's number 50. I don't know if I'll catch him though. Let's put some better music on. I feel like it's that time where the battle music is making me crazy, so I'm gonna have to change the music to some better music. That, by the way, was number 50. I'll keep the computer on, but I need to go to bed. Good luck getting the shiny Sumo Pokemon. Thank you. And always, thanks for stopping by. I'm here to dance. If you happen to fall asleep before I get to say goodnight, hope you have a good night. And I'll certainly be around tomorrow for some Animal Crossing. Let me know if you guys can hear this music. I don't know if you can or not. According to my system, it says you can't hear it. Bum 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 bum. Bum ba da da da. This is supposed to be the SS Anne theme. I don't hear it though. It's like a remix of the SS Anne. And booyah! So tomorrow I'm going to go see Thor Ragnarok. I'm really excited for that. If anybody in the chat room has already seen it, no spoilers. I want to catch it on my own tomorrow. I also am going to go to... I'll be playing Animal Crossing at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. So, I'm sorry, 7:30. No, it is 6 p.m. Never mind. 6 p.m. tomorrow night is Animal Crossing. And that'll be super cool. With any luck, I'll have a shiny Makuhita to show for it as well. That'll be exciting. My brother was helping me shine hunt on his game. He found a shiny Bellsprout, but my man's ran from it. Oh no. That's the worst. That's awful. Don't feel bad though. I've actually accidentally killed a shiny Pokemon before. It was live on stream. It was embarrassing. I was trying to do something. I was reading something on the internet while the Pokemon showed up, and I was just in the habit of killing everything, so I just killed it. And then one of my viewers was like, "Hey Blaze, watch this video." And it was me killing, like he made a clip of me killing that shiny Pokemon. It was terrible. So trust me, I know exactly how you feel. Don't worry though, it gets better. In a couple years, you'll feel better about it. You'll feel like you learned a lesson. Aerial Ace. Let's hit this other one right here. So he don't kill himself. Wow, wow. I was thinking about hunting a Zubat too, and I caught one earlier. I think Zubat's one of the coolest looking shiny Pokemon. So I gotta say, like, that was actually pretty cool. And thank you for that follow, Sarah. I appreciate that. You're the coolest. But yeah, I was looking for shiny Litwick earlier, and I stumbled upon a shiny Zubat, which actually is a really cool looking shiny Pokemon, but I really like shiny Crobat also. I haven't seen him in a while, but let me see what he looks like. So I can't remember what he actually looks like. He's like pink with like the undersides of his wings are green. So shiny Crobat looks legit. Too legit. Shiny Cresselia though. Whew. That's pretty cool. Wow, wow, wow. Although I do like shiny Makuhita as well. He's pretty cool looking. He's got the pink where the black was originally. Very cool looking. My favorite shiny is Sweetle. Sweatle? Sewaddle? Bum ba dum bum. Oh, Starmie's actually really cool too. Swalot, Swadloon. What country do you live in, Sarah? Do you live in America? Swana? I'm trying to figure out which one you're talking about. Womp womp womp. Womp womp womp. Swinub, Swellow, Swirlix. Tangela's pretty legit. Green Tangela. That's crazy looking. Teddiursa's green. Okay. I can't find that Pokemon. Which one are you talking about? Sewaddle? Maybe? Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, okay. I see him. He's pretty cool. He's like a light green, and his leaves are like a greenish blue color almost. Got pink nose. He's very cute. Very, very cute. Shinx is a really cool shiny. Everything on Shinx that is normally blue is now yellow on that one. Very cool. Very cool. 60 Pokemon have been KO'd. We are moving right along. It's happening. Pretty cool stuff. One of these days we'll get us a shiny. So I've caught, I think 20, 23 shiny Pokemon at this point. I mean, today's already been a success. I caught a shiny Zubat, so, I mean, even if I don't catch this Pokemon, it's still a success in some ways. Hopefully it happens, though. I would hate for it not to happen. Oh, it's Makuhita. 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 So once we get to 70 Pokemon, the odds increase to about 1 in 500. So that would be good. If I can just get to that point. No promises that I'll still find one, but hopefully it'll happen. Boom, boom, bum, bum. Just gotta keep going. Gotta keep powering through. Shiny hunting has this thing where it can be really boring. I'm not bored right now, but I'm saying it can be pretty boring if you're playing. Luckily, it's not been that yet. It's always stuff to talk about. Oh, that new Pokemon movie has come out. I was gonna I went to buy tickets to see Thor, and I saw that the new Pokemon I Choose You movie is out, and I didn't even think about watching it until just now. So maybe I'll do that a little bit later in the week. But I want to see it. I just have this feeling it's not going to be as good, or it'll be. It's probably going to be better than the original movie, but I just have this feeling it's not going to be good still. So I'm a little worried about that, but I think that they're going the right direction with trying to reinvent the anime, because I think the anime it's got a lot of problems. But I think that maybe they'll try to get something else started with the anime. I think Ash is done. I think if I had to say something, to take a stance on the anime, I'm going to take the position of I think that we need a new protagonist and antagonist. I think that Team Rocket they've they've been around forever. They can stop anytime. Ash is the same. He's done more than one 10-year-old boy should ever do. And I think it's time for a new protagonist. But that's part of the reason I liked Pokemon Origins so much. Is Origins was so closely related to the games that it just made everything feel like it was the games. Whereas the anime did the opposite. Like I'll never forget the day that Ash was fighting Metapod versus Metapod, and I was getting furious because that would never end with a winner. I mean, it would take forever, and there would not be a winner. Especially the way they were doing it. Come on, Makuhita. Whew. What else is going on in the world of Pokemon right now? I'm trying to think. What else is out there? So I do an Animal Crossing stream every Sunday afternoon. Sunday evenings rather, and Animal Crossing is coming out with a new app pretty soon. So I didn't think I was gonna like the idea of a mobile Animal Crossing game, but the way that they are executing the game, it looks pretty cool. They've already had a couple of mobile apps for Pokemon, and those have not been terrible. Um, but they've been a little bit tough, like challenging, I should say. Especially when you just want to play all night, but you can't. You can only play like 5 matches a day or something. In the case of Pokemon Shuffle, but Shuffle's also on the 3DS, and it's not bad. Wom wom wom. What else is there? I feel like in my shiny hunts every week I talk about so much. Maybe I've run out of things to say. Nah, that's not true. I was gonna say maybe I've um, stopped liking the sound of my own voice, but that's definitely not true. I loves it. Number 70 is just being KO'd right now. Right now. Getting out of here. Still nothing. Still waiting. So Mario Odyssey came out last Friday, about a week ago. About a week ago. And it's cool. It's cool. I really do like it because it recaptures the magic of games like Mario 64. Um, that some of the other Mario games have kind of lost that magic. Um, so I played it on Friday last week, and I played it on Saturday, and a little bit on Sunday, and I haven't played it since. That's when I started getting these errors, all these like streaming problems that started happening. So it seems like I've gotten it fixed. I want to get back into Mario Odyssey. Um, and maybe I will a little bit later. I know that a lot of my users don't watch me that late at night, um, and I don't want to spoil anything. So maybe streaming at late at night would be a better idea, especially since tonight the clocks get set back 1 hour, so I'll be able to stream an extra hour and still be the same time. I just don't want to stay up that late because I have to go watch Thor. So, dilemmas. These are the dilemmas that streamers face. The moral questions. Anywho, maybe I'll just play Mario Odyssey tomorrow afternoon-ish, or maybe I'll get up like super early and play it for a couple hours. The movie starts at 10, so I gotta be there about 10. And they do assign seats with movies now, which I think is really weird. Um, it's better in the long run, but I wonder how long until they start like charging extra for certain seats. Like, that's the next step. But the other thing I think is neat is that I suppose I could wake up at like 7 a.m. and start streaming some Mario Odyssey. That would be kind of cool. Unlikely, but cool. We'll see how that goes. So I'm used to getting up about 6 o'clock, so I can get cleaned up and go to work. Um, Usually have to be at work about 8 o'clock. And I'm usually like a half an hour early. So starting on Monday, I got to be there at 9 o'clock, which is not too bad at all. I can handle 9. I can sleep in a little bit more. That's like 2 hours of extra sleep. That's craziness. So I want to have a whole team of like party Pokemon. What other Pokemon are party Pokemon? It's a good question. Ludicolo, of course, is a party Pokemon. Pokemon that parties. What a 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 what a. All right, we are almost 80 Pokemon defeated here. Getting close to the 90. Well, getting close to. Gotta be getting closer to a shiny Pokemon. I hunted this thing like all night last week and I didn't get anything, so it's gotta happen soon, I would guess. What 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 Number 80. Moving right along tonight. Island scan did not work out. Was not successful, but that's okay. Um, I still caught a shiny Zubat, so we're good there. Just got to get this shiny Makuhita, and we'll be in better shape. Better. So close, and yet So far away. Oh, I flinched. I flinched. Galactic Puppet is now hosting my stream. Thank you so much, Galactic. Certainly appreciate that. Certainly appreciate that. Are you still subscribed? I don't even know if you're still subscribed. There it is. You sure are. Oh, you missed the L. The second L in my name. You missed it. That's what happened. But thanks for stopping by, buddy. I appreciate it. Hope things are going well for you. Nice little Saturday night. Shiny hunting. Makuhita. Yeah, oops. Bum 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 bum. I tried doing some cleaning today. That didn't work out very well. So today's been interesting. Today's been very interesting. Today I started the island scan on Pokemon, and I was trying to find a Litwick, and I ended up finding a Zubat instead. So I have a shiny Zubat now. Go me. But before that, so last night I was streaming some Splatoon 2, and the video feed just, I mean, the stream was fine, but the video from the console to the computer just started glitching up. So I had to try to reset it. In the process of doing that, I was able to get it working, but then the webcam died. I could not get the webcam powered back on. Nothing I did worked. So finally, I ended the stream because it'd already been 2 hours. I ended the stream, and we got back into I messed with it a little bit more, and I was finally able to get the webcam to come back on. But then the tip jar at the bottom stopped working. It was just the weirdest thing, like one after another after another. It just stopped working. So finally, you know, I thought I was in a good place to be able to stream the next day, and I came back, you know, to look at Super Smash Bros. In the morning, and Elgato wouldn't work. It would transmit from the console through Elgato to the TV, but it would not send a signal to the computer. I had to mess with it for 30 minutes, and like 30 seconds before I was supposed to go live, that's when it started working. Great, it started working. Didn't have any problems after that, but it was just the weirdest thing that every single thing that I wanted to do last couple of days, it just stopped. It just would not let me do anything. So now, I'm hoping that everything works out for Mario Odyssey. And maybe Mario Odyssey was the problem. Maybe that's the one that's like, I don't know, making things mess up or something. But still, I was really upset about it. We're back on live. We're going well. Everything is working again, so nothing to worry about. But man, that was a trip. And I've been really tired the last like couple of weeks. I think it's because the seasons are changing, and I'm feeling like I don't like being cold, so I make everything like super warm. Like right now, it's pretty warm in this room, but I think the rest of the house is pretty cold. I don't like being cold, so if it is cold, I get under the covers or I do whatever I can to warm up, and then I fall asleep. So it's gonna be a weird winter. I'm gonna try my best not to do that every day, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I am ready for Sun and Moon though. For Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon to come out. Like, I'm super ready. That's gonna be awesome. Not shiny. I'm not a big winter fan. Like, winter is like my least favorite season. Just because it's cold and because it's like, it snows where I live. Not often, but sometimes when it snows, it snows. Like, it gets you. And for some reason, the businesses in this town, they do not close. They will not close for 6 feet of snow. They'll stay open. 6 feet's an exaggeration. Like, okay, they will not close for 2 feet, 3 feet of snow. They're like, no, you can come to work. It's a work day. You have to be at work. I'm like, wow, guys, come on. It's very cozy inside. It's nice. It's nice to look at if you don't have to go out in it. It's cool. Get it? Because it's snow. It's cool. But man, when it inconveniences your life in a way that you're like that it could potentially endanger your life, then you start thinking about snow a different way. Spring's like my favorite time of the year. It's transitioning over into fall though, I think. Fall's starting to become my favorite. Ah, I don't hate it. I just dislike it. So here we go. Number 90. KO'd. We're getting up there. Got about 1 hour left in the stream today. Hopefully we'll catch a shiny Pokemon. That's going to be about 60 more Pokemon being KO'd. If my math serves me correctly. Just about 60 more. Which is pretty good. It's a decent number. Makuhita avoided the attack. But I really do like... I'm starting to like winter a little bit more. But I've also started staying inside a lot more, so really it's not a big deal. It's very inconsistent, and looking at it from your window tricks you into thinking it's going to be warm, and it turns out to be cold. But if it looks cold, it's burning out, and you shouldn't have brought that sweater. Like spring, is that... You're talking about spring? I can see that. I like spring because it's like the winter. The day it turns spring. It's the longest amount of time before winter hits again. So that's kind of why I like it. But then again, of course, I also like the idea of like a new beginning. Like, it's a new year. The winter's over. You're gonna start going outside more often. It's kind of an interesting transitional period where you can kind of clean your house and make sure everything is good for the summer. I just think it's better in that regard. But I don't know. it is what it is. I mean, the day spring starts is pretty wintry, I suppose. It's still kind of cold, but you know it's not going to last longer. I just wish, like, if like the low 40s was the coldest it ever got in my town, I'd be okay with that. I would never complain about the weather. Whoop 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 whoop. Okay, Makuhita, I need you to summon your shiny friends. But then it wouldn't snow. Exactly. Exactly my point. I'll look at snow on a YouTube video. I don't want to see it uh, in real life. I've had enough. So the current job that I have, the promotion that I got, um, it's very possible that on days where it snows like crazy, it's very possible that I'll be able to work from home instead of going to the office. So that's cool. I like. It's not a guarantee, but I may be able to work from home on days when it snows like crazy. Come on now. Aerial Ace. This YouTube video is not working. Not like I want it to. It's probably fine. Go back to battle music for a little while. I actually wouldn't mind doing like a randomized playthrough of Pokemon Sun and Moon. I probably could make that happen. I just need to make sure that it's not going to mess anything up. But it'd be really fun. I don't know why, but I randomly just thought of that Year Without a Santa Claus movie and now have the Snow Miser song playing in the background. It's probably because you mentioned the under 40 degrees thing. So the randomizer, it's probably easier to do it with like an emulator or something like that. But you can get into the Pokemon game and you can randomize all of the Pokemon that show up and at what on what routes they show up. So in some games you might start with a legendary Pokemon. You might start with 3 choices. You're always gonna start with 3 choices. But the 3 Pokemon that you can choose from are going to be totally random. So it could be a Caterpie, it could be a Tapu Koko, and it could be a Lapras. So those might be your 3 choices. Route 1 would have totally different Pokemon that are normally supposed to be there. Same with Route 2 and all the caves and all the grassy areas and so forth. But I think that'd be pretty cool. Actually, I would like to see that. So you have to have a modded console in order to start it, which is not hard to do. It can be difficult, but it's not terribly difficult. Wish I had a hard mod in CFW. CFW is not. It's not really difficult to get unless you've already upgraded to the latest firmware. Then it's impossible to get. At least right now. There's always new updates coming out and always new things coming out. When I did mine, it's not this one. This one's actually hard modded. But when I did mine a while ago, it was fairly easy, and it was. I don't want to say it was idiot proof because it's not idiot proof, but they make it so easy that as long as you follow directions, you should be able to do it. So if you buy like maybe a used 3DS somewhere, I would recommend like a new 3DS. If you buy one, it's possible that it'll have one of the older firmwares on it, and you can use that to do the custom firmware. So, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say that I recommend it, but there are some cool things that you can do. I don't recommend cheating. But you could do something like a 2DS, just a regular 2DS, and there's potential that it'll have the lower firmware on it. If you go to somewhere like GameStop, they might even let you take a look at all the used ones that they have, and just to make sure that they are or are not the firmware that you need. So that's something to keep in mind. I mean, I know that when I worked at a game store, people would ask me that all the time. Can I see this product before I buy it? Sure. And I would show them. Because I was good at my job. The hard modded 3DS is a lot more expensive. I paid almost $500 for this one, and it's my baby. Like, I love this thing. In fact, it's not even plugged in to a power source right now. It's probably going to start running out of battery soon. But it's my baby. I love this thing. Yeah, a 2DS is exactly the same thing as a 3DS. The only difference on a 2DS is there's no 3D slider right here, so there's no 3D effect on the games. So, other than that, it's the exact same thing as a 3DS. And it's funny to me because people say that all the time, and it always baffles me. Like, I'm not making fun of you at all. I'm just kind of curious what you thought a 2DS was, if you didn't know it could play 3DS games. Because I've heard that a lot. People ask that a lot. Like, they didn't know that a 2DS could play 3DS games. It's not uncommon. It happens all the time. So, and it's funny because the 2DS normally comes with like Mario Kart for 3DS. Why don't you buy a house with your sister, adopt an orphan boy, or hope your other sister gets eaten by a rhino? Take the child and force her to cut down a peach tree, have them get magic beans and spill them, causing a giant peach to grow, and then make bank off that peach. That's how you make the money. They do look different. I'll give you that. They do look different. So it's not unreasonable to think that the 2DS was different than the 3DS. So I don't blame you for thinking that, but and for me, I mean, I worked at a game store, so I know what it does. You know, it was my job to know what it does. I just thought it was weird that people didn't know. I think you should buy a house with your sister, adopt the orphan boy, put out a life insurance policy on your sister, hope that something happens. That's mean. Don't do that. Don't do any of the stuff I'm saying. That's like the meanest thing I've ever said. The problem is you have to feed that orphan. So it also is very expensive to adopt an orphan. And you have to feed him and clothe him and get him to school and everything. And there's a college fund. I don't know. I mean, you get tax benefits, I guess, but I would not recommend it. I saw Animal Crossing New Leaf working fine on a 2DS before, but I wasn't sure if it only worked for certain games. I see. Now, there are certain games that only work or that are enhanced by a new 3DS. So that is something that you'll have to consider. And if you want to stream games from your DS, from the 2DS to the computer and do it on Twitch, there are certain limitations that the 2DS has that the new 3DS doesn't have. But it's basically the same thing. In fact, my old 3DS is modded also, and I could stream games to it, but I haven't been successful in trying that lately. So, or I could stream games from the DS to the screen, and then stream that on Twitch. So some of that stuff can be pretty complicated, but if you just want to do a randomized game, that shouldn't be bad. I don't recommend using it to cheat though. Like if you're gonna use it, you know, get your custom backgrounds and your custom themes. That's cool. You know, extract your save file for backup. That's cool. No worries there. Randomize your game if you want. That's totally cool too. You know, I just don't recommend cheating. Don't give yourself every item in the game with the intent of giving those items to other people. If you're gonna cheat to see what kind of things you can get away with, that's cool too. But I don't think that I don't think it's not fair to hack a bunch of shiny Pokemon and give those out. Because I don't want to hack shiny Pokemon. That's why I don't accept trades for shiny Pokemon. I was actually going to get a 2DS at first, and then I got a 3DS for Christmas. Sure, I can. The microphone's up pretty loud, actually. It's kind of strange. Let me know if that helped at all. I don't think it did, but let me know if it helped. Does anybody else have a problem hearing me? I also turned it up a little bit on the client too, so I have a couple of volume adjusters on the headset, but I don't really know what they do. I think one might be for the microphone, but it also adjusts, like they both adjust the volume, so I don't know. It's really weird. Bum bum ba-da-dum. Number 110 is now KO'd. I 110 is now KO'd. That's a bit better. Cool. Let me try something real quick. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna lower this lever. Well, I'm not gonna do that. Never mind. I was gonna see if you guys could confirm whether it does lower the microphone, but I'll just try it on my own. It's okay. I don't want to use you guys for guinea pigs. It's all good. I'll try it later. Anyway, so 2DS, I do recommend 2DS. The new 2DS is actually really cool too. It's only $149, but I think it comes with firmware that you can't downgrade. So, or that you can't get custom firmware onto. So. One of these days they'll have a fix for some of the newer firmware options. So hold tight. I know that there's hackers and all kinds of programmers working on that stuff right now, so I'm sure it'll happen. I wanted a CFW so I can move my house in Animal Crossing, so the paths would look more organized. If I wanted to cheat, I'd probably buy a power save. I think that moving your house and moving things in your town is... I don't mind when people do that. I don't... Like, if that's the only thing that they do, I don't really mind it. But it is technically cheating. It's not something that I frown upon or anything like that, because I've messed around with moving stuff like that. And it's really, really cool, because you can do some really neat things with moving stuff. And if you full-on hack and put, like, trees in the river... It does add a really cool aesthetic to your town, but it is technically cheating, it's technically hacking. It's not a big deal, because sometimes the game gives you just the worst maps ever, and soft resetting is awful. But I have messed with that. I have 4 copies of Animal Crossing, and I bought 1 copy just for the sole purpose of hacking and editing my town. To see what kind of things I can get away with. It's really cool. It's kind of neat, the kinds of things you can do. So it does kind of ruin the game when you hack even the smallest thing. The one thing I haven't been able to figure out yet is how to unlock all of the Main Street upgrades without having to go through all the processes. There's got to be a way, but I have not figured out how to do it yet. Because even then, like, you still have to pay off your house, you still have to buy enough things in Tom Nook's shop to upgrade it. You still have to get Club LOL to move in. You still have to do all this stuff that would be better if you didn't have to do any of that, but you still do, and it's, you know, you can only do so much, I guess. Aerial Ace. But then after you hack everything and you have everything in your town, what's left to do, you know? You've basically done it all. Ba-bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. It's another Makuhita. I like the idea of like randomizing a game because it still makes it challenging and it's a different challenge than what you'd normally get out of the game. So it kind of prolongs the life of the game in a way, but it's really cool. I think it's actually really neat. So I'd like to do that with the original Pokemon Sun game. Now, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I have plans for those games, so I'm not going to do anything with those, but Pokemon Sun I might try. Get the old randomizer, the old randomizer. I have to get a good team together, because I still have not done the battle tree or anything like that. And the new games come out in 2 weeks, so I don't think I'm ever going to do it. At least not in this game. Come on, Makuhita. I know you're coming up soon. This is number 120, I think. Oh yes, I really want to play the Ultra Sun. I do too. I'm very excited. Trailer is so dramatic. It seems like in Ultra Sun there's a lot of stuff going on, so I don't even know like what the story is gonna be or how it's gonna progress. But there's Team Rainbow Rocket, there's the Ultra Squad, the Ultra Recon Squad. There's also presumably Team Skull is still in the game. Lusamine, the Ether Foundation. Like, what's the story going to be about? Because it seems like there's so much going on. That there may not be a coherent story. I like that they have more Pokemon in it too. So it's probably going to be about 350 Pokemon. I'm reading everywhere that people think it's a waste of money, but I completely disagree. I've talked about this on my streams in the past, and I don't want to get onto a rant. But I feel like since this game is not a sequel to Pokemon Sun and Moon, since it's a retelling of the story, and there's a lot more things in the game, I do kind of agree that all of these things should have already been included in Pokemon Sun and Moon. And the fact that we got a game last year that is essentially the same game with less content, I feel like these games, Pokemon Regular Sun and Regular Moon, were kind of a waste. Because now we're getting the same games with a bunch of upgraded features. That's kind of how I feel, but I'm gonna play them still. I am excited for those games, but you know, hopefully their execution will be, the games will be different enough that that you won't really notice anything like that. That you won't ask those questions as you're playing. That's what I'm hoping. But you know, I mean, they keep doing things like, here's new Pokemon. Well, why weren't those Pokemon in the original game? Here's a new area to explore. Why wasn't that area in the original game? Well, here's this and that. Okay, why weren't those things in the original game? You know, and especially if it's just a retelling of the story, it just seems like they could have waited a year and released a better version of Pokemon Sun and Moon. But if they didn't make Sun and Moon, then they would call Ultra Sun and Moon Regular Sun and Moon. And then probably make a better version of that called Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon that really Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Or that's a distinct possibility. Or what they could do instead is release Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon as they never release Sun and Moon. They release Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but they don't call it Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. They call it Sun and Moon because there's not a Sun and Moon yet. And then they don't make an upgraded version. They make a remake of Diamond and Pearl. Boom. Problem solved. Duns. And they wait 2 years. There's nothing wrong with waiting 2 years. I would have gladly waited 2 years. Like, I would gladly have waited, I would have been totally cool with not buying a Pokemon game this year and buying Diamond and Pearl next year. I'd be totally cool with that. But I do hope that they're getting some backlash on Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and in the same way that I'm describing it, because I really do feel like it's a lesson to be learned from Game Freak. They need to understand that if you're going to release an updated version of a game, it's always going to feel like downloadable content that you're charging full price for. Just wait. Just wait until the game is done. That's it. That's all I want. Diamond plus Pearl greater than Shiny Diamond, Shiny Pearl? It could be Radiant Diamond and Shimmering Pearl. That'd be so hard to say, though. Could be 24 karat diamond and 24 ounce pearl. And what's wrong with, like, I don't mind there being 2 versions of the game. I don't mind at all. I really don't. But in the case of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, what would be the issue with releasing just one version of the game? Why does it have to be both? They're gonna make more money, sure. But Pokemon Sun and Moon was the first time that I didn't buy both versions. It's the only time I didn't buy both versions. I'm going to buy Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but I don't want to buy Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. In fact, there's really no reason for me to do that. Yeah, Sun and Moon sort of seems like an unfinished version of Sun and Moon that they released to make more money. Yeah. That's kind of how I feel. Nerdy Nintendo. So, I mean, I love Pokemon. I'm always gonna be excited for a new Pokemon game, and I am excited for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I was definitely excited for Sun and Moon. I just wish it didn't feel like an unfinished game. Like a demo. Like, here's the full game. You can play this full game that is only a fraction of what we wanted to do. It's okay, though. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all good. I wish they would get rid of the ugly black lines in the original game, though. Game looks amazing without them. You know, I've seen comparison screenshots of both of them. I don't mind it either way. It doesn't really bother me. But with hacking, you can. With randomizing your game, you actually have the option of removing the black lines too. So, something to keep in mind with custom firmware. Okay, Makuhita? I need you to summon a shiny friend right now. Right now. I need it to happen. I'm not asking. I'm not begging. It's not a request. It's a need. Oh, that was 10 more, by the way. We're at 130 right now. Making good time too. We're exactly on track to get 160 by the end of the stream tonight. So that'll probably happen. Can't stand shiny hunting. How come? It is a grind. I'll give you that. It's a super grind. And there's no guarantee that you're gonna get a shiny. But man, is it great when you do. It's so boring. It is. I really do wish there was a way to make it less boring, but maybe I'll come up with one. I like playing games. I wish that I had more people in the stream so I could actually play games, like trivia games with you guys. That would be really fun. I would love to do that. Especially during shiny hunting, that'd be super cool. I just wish there were more people that showed up so I could do that. Maybe next week. The Pokemon randomizer does not randomize shiny chance. The shiny chances are the same. So it also makes it so that the Pokemon that are normally shiny locked, during that scenario, they are locked still. However, if you find them in the wild, they are not shiny locked. So, for instance, if you find a Tapu Koko in the wild, because the randomizer happened to put them in that grass field, then it's not shiny locked. So, it's kind of cool. And the shiny chances are the same. But you can, I think you can change things like that. You actually can put any Pokemon anywhere that you want. So if you wanted to, you could choose to have your game be full of nothing but Caterpie. Just everywhere Caterpie, if you wanted to. Why you want to do that, I don't know. But I think it also does randomize the Pokemon that the trainers have too. If you choose to, you can choose to have it randomize the Pokemon that trainers have. The levels are the same. You could even go as in-depth as randomizing the types of the Pokemon. So if you wanted to, like Makuhita is fighting type, you could randomize Makuhita's type as well as every Pokemon type that's out there. So if a Pokemon has 2 types, then it would have 2 random types. And the Pokemon you select would also have 2 random types. Or a random type, whatever it is. So you have options to randomize basically everything. I think you can even randomize words. The things that the characters say to you. Which might be pretty comical. What's that doing? Okay. But they're never going to put you in a situation where the level of the Pokemon that you're facing is far beyond what you normally face in that area. So if you happen to get a randomized Tapu Koko on Route 1, it's going to be a level 2 or 3 Tapu Koko, but still pretty strong, so you got to be careful. But if you catch it, it's yours forever. You can start the game with a Tapu Koko. So the randomizer is pretty cool. I think I'm going to try it. Maybe I can try it with Pokemon X or Y instead. I have a copy of Pokemon X I've never played. So maybe I could do that. I just didn't like X. And some of you might ask why, but I didn't like the 4 rivals that you had. It was too many rivals. Come on, Makuhita. Any second now. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all. You know, I used to know the whole Poké Rap. I don't remember it anymore. It's been a long time. I do not remember the Poké Rap anymore. Number 140 has just been KO'd. He's out of there, folks. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. I would probably accidentally kill the shiny. It's happened. I have certainly been there. It's the worst thing ever. It gives you nightmares for weeks. It's really hard to get over. I need to go back. Use this old recycle option. 6 experience points. It's not enough, bro. It's just not enough. I need to have more of those experience points. Actually, he might level up pretty soon. He's pretty close. Yeah, he's not that close, I guess, but still. He'll level up soon, probably. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, 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 yep. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, I'm getting hungry. I think I'll make some pancakes. That sounds pretty good. Come on, Makuhita. It's not gonna happen. So the worst part about shiny hunting, and maybe you've experienced it as well, but the worst thing about shiny hunting at all is the fact that you could go 3 hours and trying to find a shiny Pokemon and never see it. You could go 6 hours trying to get a shiny Pokemon and never see it. So there's no guarantee that you're even going to catch a shiny Pokemon. That's the thing I hate the most about shiny hunting is I've had so many streams where I spent 3 hours trying to find something and I don't even get it. That's likely to be the case tonight. It'll be 2.5 hours, but still. It's a lot. It's a lot. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. It's irritating that every time it calls for help, you think this could be the one, and it's not. I do that every time, literally. I'm like, here we go. Excellent. Oh. This is it. Oh. And boom. Dang it. Or if you accidentally kill your chain, that's also the worst. When you're thinking about something or not paying attention and you think that that the Pokemon's SOS call actually did something and it didn't do anything. So you press fight and you press attack and it kills it and you're like, uh-oh. All that work down the drain. It's Makuhita. Makuhita. I hate fake out. It's the worst thing ever. Mama said fake you out. Urgh. Really? The calling for help in Sun and Moon is at least faster than other games where you have to keep finding new. Yeah. It's true. I prefer the way that it was in Ultra, or I'm not Ultra. I prefer the way that it was in Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. I liked that method. I thought that was the best because it typically happened that you'd find a shiny Pokemon after like 450, 500 encounters, something like that. And it still took a while, but it wasn't guaranteed, but it was more likely. Where it seems like in this game, there's no like average, like there's no like close average. Some people had to fight like 600 Pokemon. I fought 600 Rockruffs before I found a shiny one, and that's an underestimate. I don't even know. And some people fought more. So can you please just attack this thing? Oh my gosh. Thank you. It's annoying that, for example, if there's a 1/10 chance for a shiny, we all wish you could go 10 times and not get it. Yeah, I think that I like that the shiny Pokemon are rare. Don't get me wrong. I think that's really cool. That they're hard to find, and sometimes they're harder to find than others. I do like that. But man, it's not easy being a shiny hunter. I'm just gonna say that out loud. It's not easy being me. Being a shiny hunter. It does make you feel more accomplished when you get them. It feels like I only have 24, I think right now, 23. It's not very many, but I feel like I earned them, you know? Some people don't have any. Some people aren't trying, and that's fine too. But I feel like having some is more accomplished than having none. So it's almost the end of the stream. Got about 10 minutes left. I usually go until about 11 o'clock. If I don't get a shiny, I have to swallow my pride and try again next week. But next week I will be doing Island Scanned again, so that'd be cool. And we'll try again with Makuhita and then on to Cutie Fly. So that'd be interesting at least to be able to try to get a Makuhita. Got shiny Caterpie on accident. That's awesome. One of my shiny Eevees was on accident once. That was pretty cool. I won the Eevee from the Game Corner in Celadon in Pokemon Red. And when I transported it back into Pokemon Silver, it ended up being shiny, which was really cool. Wasn't even trying for that. I was just trying to get the other evolution for Eevee. And that was the easiest way to catch one. Although I didn't realize in Pokemon silver, you could just breed for one. At that time, I had no idea. The game was still new. Internet was still new. It was hard to, it was much harder to find the information you were looking for. Websites like Cerebi didn't really exist. Sorry, I'm slouching right now. Because I'm tired. Oh, come on now. Stop with the arm thrusting. Right. 155. That's 155. Makuhita's KO'd. Come on, buddy. That we're not a shiny. That is correct. 155 Makuhitas that were not shiny. It would take about another hour and 40 minutes to get 100 more Pokemon KO'd. So, maybe a little less. It depends on how quick they are to summon. This one's been weird because they haven't really been summoning all night, so I'm on track for about, it seems like it's about 10 every 10 minutes. It's not necessarily 1 every minute, but 10 every 10 minutes is about right. Come on now, you know you want to do it. All you want to do is a zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Things are winding down here on Channel Blaze. Almost time for bed. And then after you turn off your 3DS, you start to wonder, if I'd gone 5 more minutes, would I have gotten a shiny? So there's a couple times where I streamed. Oh, Snappy Doo! What? This is what's up. Wow, I did not expect to see that right now. Wow. Wow. Okay, well, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and make this happen. So, right before the end of the stream, we managed to get this shiny Pokemon. That's what's up. Whoop-de-doo. Put this guy to sleep real quick. Avoided the attack. No, no, no. That's not how that works. You go to sleep. Or I will put you to sleep. Nice. I did not expect that to happen. So, shiny Pokemon, Makuhita. Just about to be captured. Let's see. Bag. Oh, I need to go to this. And I like to put them in Pokeballs that make sense for their color scheme. This one's kind of good. Or the Timer Ball. That one's probably better. Let's do that. Lord knows enough turns have passed. Should be 100%. Nice. 2 shiny Pokemon today, which was not expected. Right before I was about to log off. But I was gonna say that I've actually like wrapped up a stream while trying to hunt a shiny Pokemon. And instead of turning off the DS, I went to Steak and Shake and kept the DS on and kept trying to capture it. And right when I got back home, that's when the shiny Pokemon showed up. So that does happen where you think, oh man, 5 more minutes would have done it. It very well could have done it. So sometimes I like to push those limits and see if I can catch that shiny, but it's not every time. This just worked out really well. Nice. Let me organize my PC boxes here, because I know that they're not in the Zubat and this one. Alright. So this is at 25 now. 25 shiny Pokemon. That is what's up. That's so exciting. Alright folks, so I'm going to go ahead and log off. It's about that time, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off of Twitch today and maybe go make some food and stuff like that. So thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me and watching the stream, watching the video, wherever you caught it. I'll be back next week at 7:30 Eastern for more shiny hunting live on Twitch. Check that out. Be a part of the action. I'll try and do some trivia if we have a good turnout and everything like that. So stay tuned for that. Have a great night, guys. Be good to each other, and I'll catch you on the flippity flip.